people are starting to figure out that something is just wrong. It's just, come on, that sounds like... Hey, welcome back to Frank and Angie's Retire Early Lifestyle. We're back at the beach again. The weather's cooperating, it's beautiful, it sounds good, it looks good, you just can't eat it. I've got some whoppers for you today. Remember when we were told that because of all these bad people, we had to start going through all of this hoopla just to get on a plane? Boy, I tell you, I can remember when I got on a plane, you just walked into the airport, you walked over to the boarding, and you just walked on the plane. And that was it. I remember that. That was amazing. That was normal. And now it's like, you know, all the hoops you've got to go through now just to get on a plane. And how many of us remember what it was like? And yet, then there is an event that supposedly changes everything. And maybe it does. Maybe it does. But people are starting to figure out. They're going into, like, for example, Chicago O'Hare Airport. And it's getting so bad there. I mean, there's people, homeless people, just camped out in the airport. Now, this isn't to denigrate homeless people. I know, you know, stuff happens to people, they lose control. Look at this runaway economy that we're in society. I know I was talking to a real estate agent about real estate investments, and she was telling me in a large metro area that yeah, the rents, you know, you get one of these houses and it's a cash cow, you know, average rents over $2,000, it's a cash cow. So, but most people look at that as a roof over your head, not being somebody else's cash cow. But that's just the way things are. I hate to say it, that a real estate investment, you're just making somebody else your cash cow. And a lot of people get sucked out of that. Something, you know, they become a cog in this machine, and one of the cogs cracks and it spits them out. And they end up homeless and on the street. Now, a lot of that is because of drug abuse and alcohol abuse. I know that. Just to say that it does happen. Some people just didn't really plan right and didn't really understand the finer points of wisdom of living, like not getting into debt and not depending on only one source of income, which is what a job is, and you know, all of those things. And so, having said all that, to say that the homeless folks, we're used to hearing about them on the street, but these people are literally camped out in the airport. And I won't even go into detail at how bad it's getting as far as what these people are doing in the airport in order to stay clean and blah, blah, blah. Enough said. And it's like all of these people are now in the airport and they're there 24/7 all the time. And so they opportunistically have the ability to observe security features or holes in security features. And if there was any kind of screening for these people, they probably wouldn't be there. And just to say that it's a powder keg, it's a potential time bomb. If we are to believe that the world is such a scary place and such an unsafe place, that quote unquote, those of us that are more fortunate to not be homeless have to jump through all these hoops just to be able to get on a plane now, and yet all of these unknowns, faceless people are just camping out in the airport 24/7. I don't know, that just makes me wonder. It's like, does it make you wonder? Does it make you think? Let me know in the comments what you think about that. next whopper I've got for you today is this. There are over a dozen states that have declared gold and silver as money. And there's a 13th state. Let me get the umbrella. So over a dozen states are now calling gold and silver money and usable as money. And a 13th state is just about ready to join them, and that's Mississippi. I just find it interesting and somewhat comical, actually, that the states have to pass laws to say that you can now use gold and silver as money when the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution says right in it that the Constitution shall be the law of the land, and if the Constitution's the law of the land, it also says that nothing but gold and silver shall be used as money. And so we've had the right to use gold and silver all along, but the states seem to think everything has to come about as a law, and it's just comical to me. It seems to me that a better thing would be to simply make an announcement, hey look, or not even, maybe not even make an announcement, just simply start accepting gold and silver for payment of things like property taxes or what have you. But I suppose making it, making it known by writing a new law is a way to get everybody more aware of the fact. So I don't know. I'm not trying to say I have all the answers or I know everything. It's just that it seems somewhat redundant to me to have to make a law when it's already the law. And it could be that a population that has been sleeping for literally centuries needs to be awakened by having laws written. I don't know, What do you think about that, of having to make laws in order to reestablish something that is already allowed in the law? On another note, Coinbase calls for proactive regulation amid stablecoin crackdown. Now that makes it sound like crackdown, like something was wrong and it needed to be cracked. Something's wrong, it needs to be cracked down, but nothing of the sort. There's nothing unsound about a stable coin. Excuse me, there's nothing illegal about a stable coin. There's nothing wrong. Look, when you compare it to fiat money, you could say it is a fiat money because it's backed by US dollar, but it's just that it's decentralized. There you go. So what seems to be actually happening is that they're being some of these platforms are being singled out, and Binance is saying that people are going to be flowing towards these stable coins. If you don't know what a stable coin is, it's a decentralized form of the national currency. And so like you have a US dollar coin and it's decentralized. It's like what I was saying in a different video, where you can put it in your wallet and you can use it whenever you want. You can use it in the middle of the night, you can in the middle of the day, you can use it, you can withdraw as many times as you want, you can send 50 million times, it doesn't matter. You can send 3 pennies or you can send $300 million. So you're in total control with these decentralized aspects, and if people really understood these, I think that there would be a lot quicker adoption, because it just makes so much more sense than having to go through a middleman, which is what the centralized banking system is. It's a middleman between you and your money. And Binance is saying that they see the future is adoption of these decentralized stable coins. Now these are not the more volatile coins, including Bitcoin. This is not those where they're totally separate from the fiat and they are denominated in the fiat and their price fluctuates. The stablecoin price does not fluctuate. So $1 US coin is equal to $1 US, and one decentralized euro coin is worth €1. So it would put the control of the money back in the hands of the people where it was originally meant to be. And Binance executive believes that full adoption is coming, and this all the while they are being singled out and accused of wrongdoing. It's just a decentralized version of what you use every day, and therefore it's a much more free version of what you use every day. Freedom is under attack, let's face it. Let me know your comments on that. Let me know what you think. Would you use a stable coin? I would. Here's another whopper for you. You're really going to enjoy this, I think. Let me know in your comments. We've now had the internet for 25 years, and like Angie sent me an article the other day, and I saw the headline and I was interested in reading it, but I was in the middle of something else and I put it aside, and then I forgot and clicked out, and then I said, wait a minute, I want to read that. I typed in to Google the headline, right? And I couldn't believe what I was seeing. This is what came up when I searched for that article. It looks like the results below are changing quickly. So apparently, according to the largest search engine in the world, is that what Google is? Isn't it even also one of the largest companies in the world? Apparently the results are changing so quickly that Google is not able to bring you the results, because they instead want to tell you that the results are changing quickly. It's just like that GPT thing, Chat GPT, saying, oh, sorry, we're too busy right now, come back later. They're now saying, check the source. Are they trusted on this topic? Wait a second. Who says you're trusted on telling me to check the source? Come back later. Have we heard that before? Come back later. Other sources might have more information on this topic in a few hours or days. Wow, that way we've got a little time there so we can just delete the article and you'll never see it. So this is just alarming. It's just people, I don't know if they realize the age we live in, and as much as I like technology because of what it does for me, I hate technology because of this kind of thing. And we can't live in a world like this where some faceless, mindless computer algorithm decides what you are, it decides for you whether something is a trusted or not. I'll read the article and I'll decide if whatever I decide. That's just something I hadn't seen before. It's just happening more and more nowadays, and it's just mind-boggling and alarming to me. And how many of us just don't think about this kind of thing, and we just naturally have grown in the last 25 years accustomed to simply trusting in the search engine. I hope you've enjoyed these whoppers today. I try to bring you things that are really interesting to talk about, that you might be interested in. Let me know in the comments what you think about them so I can know which whoppers to hit next time in the next video. Alright, so we're going to go back over there to Burger King and have us a Whopper, and I'm going to skip the fries.
Not true.
Not true, not true. They don't sell Whoppers here, I haven't seen them.
No, we're not having a Whopper.
So thanks for coming to the video, and have a wonderful day.